Good morning, and thank you for attending. My name is Brian McCauley, and I'm a detective with the Edmonton Police Service Homicide Section. We've asked you here today to provide an update in relation to the disappearance of Nicole Frenchman, who was reported missing by family in August of 2021. The investigation was assumed by members of the Edmonton Police Service Homicide Section several days after Nicole was reported missing, and that investigation remains active and ongoing. To date, the investigation has determined that on July 10th, 2021, at approximately 5 a.m., Nicole and another female were dropped off by a taxi cab on 82nd Avenue between 97 and 99th Streets. This was the last time Nicole was seen alive. And while Nicole's remains have yet to be found, it's believed that Nicole is deceased and that her disappearance was the result of a homicide. By bringing Nicole's disappearance back to the public attention, we are hopeful that those with information concerning Nicole's disappearance and death will come forward with that information that they have. With the passage of time, we believe that individuals with knowledge of the circumstances of Nicole's disappearance and death will be reminded of the importance of their information in bringing this investigation to a successful conclusion. I am joined today by members of Nicole's family. Some are in the control room. Sarah, Nicole's sister, is here with me. And although Sarah will not be providing a formal statement, I'll now do my best along with her to answer any questions you have about the investigation or about Nicole as a person.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. Hi, Sarah. Can you start with just telling us a little bit about your sister and who she was?
She was a very outgoing girl, funny. She was courageous with a lot of things. I don't know, we grew up together in a little small town, so we were always together. I don't know what to say.
Which small town?
We were really close. I don't know exactly. I'm shy.
Which
Please
small
don't put
town
that
are
on
you
the
from?
news. Black Labish. Yeah, Beaver Lake we are from.
And-
We're the only full-blooded sisters out of my mom and dad, so that makes it kind of hard for me to really go through this without her. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Sorry. Yeah.
Can you tell us about the last time that you saw your sister?
The last time I saw her was probably around April of 2021. We argued and we didn't really get to say sorry, so that's kind of hard for me. Yeah. That's it.
For the detective, how did the investigation lead you to learn about the taxi ride and being dropped off in that area?
Throughout, obviously, this investigation came in August 2021, so we're over 3 years now. So obviously, we've explored multiple avenues. Some of those we try and focus on Nicole's last known whereabouts. We always try and continue to figure out where she last was, as well as following up any other tips or information that we get. So as part of that effort to determine Nicole's last movements, we were able to contact taxi companies and determine that she was dropped off on the morning of July 10th at 5 a.m. on 82nd Avenue between 97 and 99th Street.
Do you have any sense about who the woman was that was with her?
Although I can't provide the name of the female that was with Nicole, we have identified her. We have spoken to her as well as the taxi cab driver.
And she's not a suspect or a person of interest in the...
At this point, no, she isn't.
And can you say, might her disappearance be linked to any other cases going on in Edmonton right now? I have a colleague who has heard something about a possible link with the Christopher Beck's case.
From my investigation into Nicole's disappearance, at this point, there's nothing indicated as connected to any of the other investigations in Edmonton or elsewhere.
This question's for Sarah.
Sorry, sir.
Can you just kind of maybe describe in your own words what it's been like for you and your family over the last 3 years?
It's been really tough for me and my family. My dad doesn't take it very well at all. He's still kind of trying to heal from it in his own little way, and I'm healing in my own way. I had a son recently, so he helps me a lot with this. I don't know, my daughter Abrielle, she really misses her because she was very close to her, and yeah.
Okay.
My brother doesn't take it very lightly either, because we're obviously very close, us three, because it was just us three, and we were like, who like had each other's back, because our family wasn't really close. It was just us three.
Do you know how long she was living in Edmonton or staying in Edmonton?
Probably about 9 years, 8 years. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what she was doing up prior to her disappearance?
She was doing her own thing. She wasn't really focused on anything really, but I don't know. Yeah. Nothing really too exciting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Darcy Rob Chan, City News. For investigators, can you just, with respect to the investigation, speak to some of the challenges of a 3-year-old case like this? Like you mentioned off the top, you are really, it sounds like, counting on folks in Nicole's life or in the area to come forward with anything they might remember from that night. Is that correct?
Yeah, certainly the message for today is we are interested in anyone that has any memories from July 10th, 2021 at 5 a.m. in the location I mentioned coming forward if they remember seeing anything. As well as that, we're certainly interested in anyone that has any information about Nicole's disappearance and murder to come forward. With that said, it is still an active and ongoing investigation. We still do have other leads that we are following up on right now. So although we are asking the public's help, we are still continuing to investigate leads we have.
Any other questions?
Maybe just before we finish, I just want to stress to your viewers out there that I do believe there are people out there with information that can assist us in recovering Nicole and bring our investigation to a conclusion. And I know it can be very difficult for people to want to come forward to police and provide information. I know people, through my experience as a police officer of 19 years, are reluctant to come forward. It can have an effect on their reputation. It can even have an effect potentially on their own personal safety. But I would really encourage those people to have the bravery to come forward and assist us in our investigation. As you can see by the pictures of Nicole, she was a young girl, and we need to bring her home for her family, and we need to hold those responsible. So I would really encourage anyone that's listening just to have the courage, think of Nicole and her family, and come forward and assist us in our investigation. So thank you.
Any other questions? Thanks for coming today. Appreciate you all.
Thank you.